What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patient supporter that wanted to know, is there a such thing as an alpha male provider, and is Dan Bilzerian one? Okay, and the reason he asked me that about Dan Bilzerian is because Dan Bilzerian has all these hot chicks around him, but he do pay them, right? But I want to clear some up to y'all guys about Dan Bilzerian and Hugh Hefner, right? I'm gonna give y'all guys a little business sense. Dan Bilzerian does pay his females, but those females make him money. Dan Bilzerian, y'all know I follow him on Instagram. I can't remember how many followers he got on Instagram, but I think it's over 30 million. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere around that area, right? Around 30 million. Y'all guys got to understand, let's be honest. If Dan Bilzerian was just over there with his shirt off, doing all that same shit without them women, would he have those followers? Hell fucking no. He used the women to drive eyeballs to his business. Okay, so y'all guys need to understand that I think it's his business at Ignite. I can't remember what it is. I don't be over there looking at the business. I'm over there looking at the ass. All right, and also that's the lifestyle I aspire to when he just got more status than me. But that brings you to his business. So then guys want to inquire about him. Do y'all guys understand that? So the girls make him money, way more money than he's giving them. So Dan Bilzerian is more of a pimp, all right, than a provider. All right, case in point, let's say I go out and hire 2 models and they just all behind the videos with their breast all out, and I use them for thumbnails on my YouTube videos. They just on there in the bikini, and guys see the big old boobs on the thumbnail and they click on, right? And let's say I'm paying these girls $1,000 a week a piece. That's just taking them. I don't know what the fuck you paying, but let's just say I pay $1,000 a week a piece, and I got these girls who they doing the videos with me, and they bikini top, and guys see the thumbnail and they clicking on, and now all my videos are getting 300, 400,000 views a video. Do y'all guys understand? What does that mean also? That's gonna bring more. That means I'm gonna have more patrons. That means that I'm gonna have more book sales. Do y'all guys understand that? So y'all guys gotta understand that this is using the girls to bring attention to your business. That's more of a pimp, because I'm gonna make these girls, if I pay 2 girls with big old double D titties to sit beside me and they talking and they giving their opinion on the video, but guys ain't over here listening. Guys just looking at them titties, right? And guys are clicking on. Now that's gonna bring attention to my books. That's gonna have me with more patrons. That's more of a pimp than a provider. I thought that same way of Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner, yeah, the girls, he had his Playboy mansion and all the girls lived in the Playboy mansion with him and shit like this right here. And he paid them, but they made him way more money than what he was paying them. That's a pimp, guys. That is a fucking pimp. You at your job pays you, but you make them more money than they're paying you. All right. Now I wouldn't say they're pimping you because they not selling sex, but you get what I'm saying. They are exploiting you. I don't know no other way to say it. They are exploiting you. So that's what I think about Dan Bilzerian, guys. Y'all guys gotta also understand that, okay, now they're my employees. All right, most of them I'm gonna sleep with most of them because they find me attractive, right? I'm their boss, and I'm gonna sleep with them. They get to travel the world with me. I'm banging hot chicks, and on top of that, I get to write off what I paid them as a tax deduction. Y'all guys got to understand, man. Y'all don't understand about these tax deductions. Y'all guys got to understand that anything that's business related. If I paid 2 models to sit beside me and I paid them $1,000 a week with big old titties, and I paid them $1,000 a week to do that, that's a tax deduction. So I'm using them to draw more clicks, which is gonna make more money, and then whatever I do pay them is a tax deduction. That's business 101, guys. That's why guys, rappers, well, videos ain't that much in style no more. But back in the day, y'all guys know firsthand, girls was all in the video, because guys will watch the videos to see the girls, and then they might end up liking the song. So that's the thing with that, guy. Sex sells. But getting back to the question about the alpha male provider, Yes, there is a such thing as an alpha male provider. I prefer to call it an all-around alpha, but there is a such. It's pretty much the same thing. And what that is, guys, is this is a guy that's successful in the business world, and he's good with women. Now, the thing is, there are some women who seek alpha male providers or all-around alphas. And what that is, guys, is these are women that they'll be with you and they'll find you physically attractive, right? It's not like being with a beta male provider where everything feels like an exchange. You know, I sleep with you, you buy me a purse. I sleep with you, you pay all the bills. With an alpha male provider, she'll lust you and she'll fuck you, but she also expect you to be a provider. Do y'all guys understand that? Now I'm just gonna, for all y'all guys wondering, like who in the world do I think I always kind of saw Vanessa Bryant that way. I think she really had a high attraction to Kobe, but do I think, and you probably could say this for a lot of basketball. I shouldn't just say this about Vanessa Bryant. You probably could say this for every basketball player that's married. All right, so I shouldn't just label her like that. But I especially always thought that about her, and the reason I say that about her because he met her when he was in the NBA, right? But and a lot of NBA players do. But so you know what? I won't just label this to Vanessa Bryant. I'll say pretty much all the guys who met their wives in the NBA probably is on the same boat. Especially that Green who plays for Golden State, Draymond Green. Y'all go to his Instagram and look at his girl, and y'all know he met her. Or you come on. I don't think that woman be with him if he was Draymond Green, the carpenter, right? And I think he's just more of a beta male provider. I don't even think she look at him as an alpha male provider. I think she looks at him more as a beta male provider. Just looking at her. Or Kevin Hart. I think she looks at Kevin Hart's wife. I think she looks at him as a beta male provider. But the reason I use Kobe's wife, Vanessa, is I think she genuinely found Kobe attractive. And I think she genuinely had lust for him. But do I think that if Kobe looked the exact same and Kobe was Kobe Bryant, the electrician, do I think she would have got with him? Probably not. That's how I feel. A lot of the NBA wives, I feel like look at them as beta male providers. I don't really even. I think Vanessa Bryant looked at Kobe as an alpha male provider. I think a lot of the NBA wives, the ones that met their wives while they was already in the league. I'm not talking about LeBron or somebody like that. I'm talking about the guys who met their wives while they was already making money in the league. I think a lot of those women look at those guys as beta male providers, to be quite honest with you. I think Kobe is one of the few guys that I think I would say met his wife while he was already making money that I always thought found him highly attractive. Okay, that's how I felt about Kobe. Because the reason I also say that, because you really don't ever know. The reason I always say that is I never saw nothing that I thought was beta about Kobe. Never. I always, whenever I thought about Kobe Bryant, man, he just exude alphaness to me. That's just, I always, and I'm not saying that because he passed and I'm trying to say something good about him. I always felt that way about Kobe. I always liked his mama mentality type. I always felt that way about Kobe. I never felt nothing beta about Kobe, ever. I always, and I'm a LeBron guy, but I never felt nothing ever made me ever think Kobe was weak or beta or nothing. So that's why I use him as an example. As I think his wife did have a high attraction for him, but I don't think she would have been with him if he wasn't successful. So this the thing about a woman like that gets with a guy as an alpha male provider or all around alpha. The hypergamy overrides the physical attraction. That's what. So if you're a guy and you're an all-around alpha, understand that, and the woman got with you as an alpha male provider, understand that her hypergamy overrides the physical attraction. So if the money leaves, she'll leave. That's even though she lusts after you, and even though she finds you very attractive, the monetary hypergamy nature of her, because these women still, even though attraction is important to them, don't overcome the monetary hypergamy. That's still at the top of their list. They not gonna be there just for love, even though they find your aura very appealing. That's why I don't want y'all guys getting with no woman in a relationship, and that's for my purple pill guys, that she lusts for you, but she looks at you as an alpha male provider. Now, how do you know that? I don't really know if there's a way. The best way to probably screen for that, y'all guys know I'm not getting a relationship, so I don't have to screen for it. I don't really care. But for the purple pill guys, the best way to probably screen for that, if you're a guy that's successful and looking for a woman that's with you for you and not trying to get with a guy that's provider, ain't that wrong with a woman wanting a man to have his shit together, but it's a different thing with getting a guy because he can provide, is to not come off as successful as you are. So a lot of women I meet, guys, I don't tell them what I'm doing with the books and all this shit. I don't tell them till later. Do y'all guys? I tell them usually after I done fucked a couple of times, and then I tell them. All right, I don't lead with my success. Okay, even if I was doing this, and let's say one reason I don't lead with it is because I'm over here calling women bitches and hoes and all this other shit, and so I want to fuck first, right? So I'm gonna just be honest about that. I won't lie to you guys. One reason I don't lead with it is because a woman comes see all my videos and about manipulation, and I'm gonna pull back and all this other shit. So then she's gonna go acting difficult. So I usually don't like to tell a woman till after I fuck 2 or 3 times, and I kind of feel like the attachment has been built a little bit. So then it won't matter. And that's been my experience. It works good. And when I tell them after I fuck 2 or 3 times and the attachment is built, it usually doesn't matter because by that point they like me a lot, so it doesn't matter. But if I told them that at the beginning, y'all guys know they'll act different. They'll be more difficult. They'll be like, oh, he think he got game. And so I don't like to tell them. But another reason also too is it'll come across as I'm trying too hard and stuff like this, guys. So I don't tell them. I just tell them I have a security company in New York. That's how I've been telling it with women, and they can't really count my money that way. Just saying you have a security company, that ain't, you make 50 grand a year, you make 500 grand. That's not saying that. Just for the record, guys, just saying you got a business don't mean you're successful. Anybody go get an LLC. So if you think just saying, oh, I got a business, what that mean? Let me tell y'all guys something. Most of the girls I date, they done had a business and it failed. Most of the girls I date done tried a business before and it failed. So they know firsthand, you saying you got a business don't mean shit. Most of the girls I've dated, right hand to God, have said, oh, I had a business 3 years ago, perfume business or this business. And what happened to it? Oh, it wasn't making no money. It wasn't profitable, blah, blah, blah. Bunch of them done told me that shit. So they know firsthand a business don't mean you making all this money. That don't mean shit. So I tell them I do that. And so I don't want to lead with success. Because if you come on, see my YouTube, then you can sort of count my money, right? Most of you guys could see how many patrons I got, see how many views I get on video YouTube, and see I got 3 books. You can kind of throw a good estimate. You don't know exactly what I make, but you can throw you got a general idea. So I don't want girls to know that. So if you guys are wondering about that, for my purple pill brothers, the best way to not be with a woman who views you as a provider is to not lead with your success. Okay, kind of downplay it a little bit. That's how you can tell. That's the best way I can think of to tell. You really won't tell because the women who view you as an alpha male provider, they will lust you. They will be affectionate with you. They will do all that because you got to understand they still have a high attraction to you. So everything will be genuine as far as their physical attraction. You won't know that they looked at you as an alpha male provider until your business starts failing. And then you'll see them start to get a little distance because their hypergamy side overrides their attraction side. That's what I'm saying. Okay, guys? So, yes, there is a such thing as an alpha male provider. I prefer to call it an all-around alpha. Dan Bilzerian, to me, is a pimp. Listen, if any of you guys got a business and you can exploit women, like sex sales, draw attention to your business, and you pay them something, say you got a car lot. I've seen this before. I remember these guys this is a long time ago. This is 20 years ago. I don't even know if this is legal right now. But it's like 20 years ago, these guys had a car wash, right? And they had girls out there giving car washes in bikinis. I don't even know if you could do something like that right now. It was like 20 years ago, right? The guy had the girls out there doing hand wash. And you know the girls don't know how to wash no damn car. He's just using that bikini shit to sell his car wash. So how I call that, guys, that's more of a pimp than a provider to me. If you can exploit women, use sex sales, whatever your business is, guys, don't y'all guys know that if you go to the apartment complexes, who gonna show you around? More than likely. So just to let y'all guys know that this ain't something that just messed up. Who gonna show you around? Usually gonna be a pretty woman. It ain't gonna be no 300-pound woman. It's usually gonna be a pretty woman. Why? Because in their head they figure like you don't want to move in this building, thinking that, oh, it's a bunch of women that look like her living here, or you might find her attractive and you want to move into the building so you can try to fuck her. This shit ain't something that just been started. Sex sales. Okay, guys? So if you got a business and you can use women that way, I advise you to use it. Okay, guys?